So this is a bit of a sort of general update about what I've been getting up to. I'm sitting down because I forgot my tripod, so I'm having to kind of balance you randomly. But yeah, it's been alright. It's not been great this year for pigeon shooting, and I mean you saw I got out the other day and I got like what 18 birds, and that was a good day. It was a lot better than I expected. I did get down a couple of days later and I knocked down about another 7, so not quite so good, so just sort of mopping up the remnants. But I'll make another video for that, a sort of separate one. And then I went down again with Tom and we found the end of a little bit of a sort of little wood, and willow tree had fallen down, and so it was making some quite good cover to the right. So we ended up making what was really quite a big hide. I mean, the net was just, we went straight across, so we ended up with this big section. But you'll see that because I'll overlay some footage. But it was a pretty good day. It was all right. I think we knocked down like 4 wood pigeon in the end, and a couple of jackdaws. We were hoping that we could bring in more jackdaws, because once they've raked, and then obviously the worms and things come to the surface, the jackdaws really love sort of feasting on that. But yeah, it was all right. It wasn't great. But yeah, anyway, I went out again last night, and I've been out a few times actually. I was in the high seat a couple of days ago. I actually got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm off work this week, and I got there for when the sun came up. And unfortunately I didn't shoot anything, because I didn't see anything. I didn't see a single deer. I was really surprised. But it was pretty amazing just seeing the sun coming up and seeing the animals wake up. And a few things that I've discovered is that crows definitely get up first. And hares, seemingly like a bit of a lion, they don't tend to get up till about 8 o'clock, and then they're just everywhere. But when the sun comes up, they very much stay in bed. I saw like a barn owl and a few bits and bobs. It was pretty. There was a peregrine falcon as well, like landed in the tree next to me. So it was pretty cool. I mean, that's the beauty, isn't it, with hunting? It's never a wasted day. You know, even if you don't get anything. But that night. Well, before that, I went out and I went to the range. I got some new ammo. I've got some Federal 100 grain rounds for my 243, and I got them because I hadn't got any Seiko, basically. And if you've seen any of them, they're like nickel plated. I don't know why they'd be nickel plated. I guess that's, I don't know, to sort of stop them corroding or something. I guess I don't really see the point, but whatever. But what I did notice with these Federal rounds is that the bullets themselves are quite sort of stubby. Quite sort of, I mean, aerodynamically they don't look like they're going to be great at long range, but shooting them they were pretty much hitting the same spot, although I was getting a flyer about every 5th round, which isn't great. But after that I went out and went looking for a fox, and there's another fox from that litter, from that one. I shot the mother and I shot one of the dog foxes, one of the cubs the other day, well, the other week. But there's another one. I was quite surprised actually to see her about, because I hadn't seen her before. So I went out and I saw her that night, and I went out again last night, which I'll come on to in a minute, and saw her again. But I just haven't had a chance to sort of shoot her yet. But that will come. I am determined to get her. But anyway, I went out last night, and I said I'll overlay some footage for this. But I went out again, and initially, as I said, I went looking for that same fox, saw her again, she outsmarted me. Where I thought she'd gone, she was like 200 odd yards away. I mean, obviously I can shoot at 200 yards, but with other animals around and sheep and so on, I didn't feel it was quite a safe shot. So I let her carry on doing what she was doing. She didn't know I was there, and I thought she'd gone behind some brush. So I was trying to get up a bit closer to see where she was, and it turns out she was somewhere else, and then she spotted me and bolted, so it's like typical. But I will get her. But after that, I went down to the old common, and I thought, okay, I'll knock down a couple of rabbits, or a rabbit. And so I put the 243 away, got the 22 out, and snuck up along a buck rabbit, and it was like hiding behind like a big pile of wood, and it sort of bolted a bit and went right to the hedge, and just managed to get it before that happened. But I'll go and feed that to the ferrets in a moment, because I just left it in the car last night, so I'm going to do that this morning. But after that I thought, okay, I'll go to the other end of the common and just see if there's any more rabbits. And it's getting really dark now. It was about 8:15. It's getting darker earlier now, the day's getting shorter. And I'm going along and I can just see this sort of some activity. and I look down the scope. I'm like, bloody hell! It's a couple of fox cubs, and I've never seen foxes there before on the old common. My dad always says, "Oh, there'll be foxes there," because he used to shoot them there when he was younger, and I've never seen them there at all. But they are if you go there at the right time of night. So I got my 2.2 out, and I thought, well, you know, I can take it down with the 2.2. Okay, I'm pretty confident with my accuracy. But unfortunately, I range found it 75 yards. Thought if I can head shoot it at 75 yards, which I'm pretty confident I can, I'll take them down. But I missed. And why did I miss? I forgot to put my magnification on 10 times zoom, because that's how the increments work. It's based upon having 10 times zoom. So with 5 times zoom, it would have hit, I think, really low, basically. But it was enough to make them bugger off. So I thought, okay, I'll go and get the 243, and came back, and there's nothing there, unfortunately. So yeah, that was it really. I haven't had any really great days recently. There is somewhere I'm thinking of going and trying to get permission, where there's a golf course, because there's a lot of rabbits there, so maybe keep an eye out for that. Another thing that I'm going to be doing as well, which I have filmed once but I'm going to redo because it was a bit too rambly, is backstops, and because I've had a lot of questions about that lately, so I'll go into sort of what my thoughts are really. Yeah, but as I said, that'll come in another video. So anyway, let's go feed the ferrets. So my dad told me to open up the guts on it. Well, it's a bit rigor mortised out at the moment from last night, but he said to open it up, just so the ferrets can get hold of it. Just a little bit. So, there, girls. Let's chuck them in. You see, I did make a bit of a mess of it because it was more of a spine shot, so that's one of the reasons why I fed it to the girls. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Keep watching.